What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live video. It's on the left side here. We have Gimmick Puppet going up against Melodious on the right side. We are going to be seeing Gimmick Puppet end up winning the die roll before we dive in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, to know a lot. We are going to be seeing a copy of Steady being activated, discarding a copy of Nibiru to try to be able to search and draw one. And we see an Ash Blossom, which is a great hit on that copy of Steady. We do see a copy of Crossout, banishing the copy of Ash, letting us search for that copy of the Gold Sark, allowing us also to draw one card here. Also, we're going to be seeing Steady being able to bring itself back from the graveyard, which is quite nice. But we do see the copy of Gold Sark being activated here. And then we're going to be seeing the effect being able to discard the copy of the set rotation to dump a copy of the Happy to the graveyard. Set rotation is used to put the Horse Field Spell alongside the copy of the Game Field Spell. And we do see both the level 8 being summoned out onto the field. We're going to then overlay into a copy of the new card from Info, going to be the Gimmick Puppet Machine X here. On some, we're going to be seeing a copy of Mourner being hit, and with that, we're going to set one and pass. Double Hand Trap definitely hurt a suboptimal Gimmick Puppet board here. But we are going to be seeing, or Gimmick Puppet hand, I should say. We're going to be seeing then the opponent going to be start off with a couplet, being able to search for a copy of Concerto, activating the Concerto, using a double couplet to go into the copy of the Baka here. Baka and the couplet will be able to activate, putting itself back into scale alongside being able to summon out a copy of Refrain, and then that's going to be able to go up insanely plus here. We haven't used our normal yet as well. We're going to see Refrain going to be activating its effect, searching for a copy of most likely the level 4 Soprano. And we do see a Dominus Purge in the hand as well. You definitely search for the Soprano here, yeah. We're going to be seeing the Soprano being normal summon, and we're going to activate the effect. And we can use all three to go up into a copy of Etoile. We're going to be getting the effect of the Refrain, the Baka, as well as the copy of the Concerto, putting back the draw. We're going to be seeing the Soprano being summoned back. We can activate the effect actually to put back the Baka as well if we want to. I'm not saying that the card's going to be hit to 1. I definitely feel this card is definitely something on the deck definitely needs to kind of be hit power level wise. But that's just me. I could be completely wrong with that. I think that we're going to see a Slaughterhouse on the list. We're going to be seeing a Gimmick Puppet Service Play going to be activated, which is going to be take one of the cards there. They did chain, I think they activated Etoile, which we are going to be seeing them activate that. They're going to be seeing the Soprano being banished to then bounce the copy of the Machine X. We're then going to just end turn, and we're going to be seeing the copy of Etoile as well as the Soprano coming back. Here, we're going to be seeing our opponent summon with the copy of the Happy as well as the copy of Steady. We're going to be going battle phase, and then we're going to attack. On attack declaration, we're going to be thinking if we're going to be activating the effect of Etoile. If we do not, then we're going to be in the start of the damage step. We're going to be seeing the effect of the King Sark going to be able to activate and doing some shenanigans here. We're going to be seeing the Etoile getting destroyed, and that's going to be summoning the copy of the Baka from the extra deck here. Then we're going to be able to summon out the copy of the Aria here, which can then see Happy is going to be able to send the copy of the Aria to the graveyard by using the effect of the King Sark. They're going to ask if they can redeclare because a different monster was chained. They cannot because it's at the start of the damage step, which means the attack declaration is kind of already decided. Now, if it was at the start of the damage step, they would be able to, but no. I could be wrong about this. We do ask somebody else as well, I believe. And they say, yeah, no, you cannot because of the fact that it is past the damage declaration. But that's still going to be quite nice. We see the Aria maybe not have been the best play if we would have known that the King Sark would have been sent. We're going to go for the copy of the Machine X once again here, attaching the copy of Happy to search for that spell. But they do have the Herald to destroy and negate. And then we have a copy of the Field Spell here. We have a Dominus Purge to be able to negate that as well. Just having everything that we need here is kind of crazy. We're going to be seeing them pass turn on that with one card left in the hand. We do have so much for the Melodious player. Going to be able to go into Concerto with the copy of the couplet into the in the spell and trap card zone. We're then going to activate the effect of Concerto, summoning a copy of Shaberta, placing both the monsters back into the spell and trap card zone here. And we have a copy of Sonata as well in the hand to kind of be able to play. And we can also go Shapina, use itself and the Baka to summon out another copy of something else. They're just going to go battle phase, and that's going to be enough for game, especially when they start banishing the cards. You know, they could banish all Machine X as well as both of the copies of the Horus cards, and that's just going to be able to boost it more, which is just going to be enough. But we didn't see Gimmick Puppet open well at all that game. You know, we saw Imsteady Nibiru, which is only a 1-of, the Service play, which is also a 1-of in their deck. Not going to be the greatest opening hand at all. Imsteady is a really nice card. It does get us a +1, especially when you discard something of the uses like a Rouge Doll or even a Brisk. You know, discarding any of the Gimmick Puppet cards, especially if you have doubles, definitely can help out the deck. They have a lot of grid banishing effects to protect them stuff. But we're going to be seeing them attempt to go first once again here. Dive on to game 2. Unfortunately, double hand trap for a suboptimal Gimmick Puppet hand is going to be just enough. We're going to start off with an Imsteady, sending another copy of Imsteady here, searching for another copy of Kingstark. And when we see a Droll on res, we will not. We're going to be seeing the Field Spell being activated, letting us search for another card here. And searching for that copy of the Rouge Doll. Then we're going to activate the Little Soldiers here on the normal, which is going to send a copy of, I believe, the Brisk here. Turn to level 8. We're going to banish the Brisk, making them untargetable, I believe. And then we're going to be summoning out the copy of Rouge by summoning out the copy of the Cattle from the deck. Overlaying into the copy of the Machine X here. I believe this is just OTK. We're going to see the attached search for the spell card, letting us overlay into the other guy here. Now we're going to be overlaying into the copy of this, which we're going to be able to attach to summon. We're going to go up into another, which is going to be the number 40, which I thought that we added back by summoning out. I guess I'm wrong here, but we're going to be activating the effect of the Machine X, adding back the spell. Then we're going to be inflicting some burn damage. We're going to go up into another 40, which can now search for the trap. This should be FTK. If not, they're going to be able to FTK during our opponent's turn. But we're going to be attaching to summon out the copy of this guy. And that's going to be able to summon out another. And then we can just go up into the copy of the Link, which can bring and give us an additional normal. Going for the copy of Terror, Terror can bring back out. And we have not even used the Horus cards here. Which we're going to be another XYZ. We're going to be activating the effect of the Grinder, making them deal damage equal to both their, it's up to like thrice per turn, I believe. So they attach and then make them burn for equally amount, which is going to be the FTK. But we see a quick FTK here from Gimmick Puppets. Looks like they didn't open up good enough on the Melodious side to be able to stop that. I thought I saw a Dominus Purge as well as a Mourner, but didn't have the chance to use it, unfortunately. But with Gimmick Puppet having to go second now in the game 3, it's going to be quite difficult for them, especially when most of their deck is going to be hand traps. I guess most of their deck is going to be engine cards. They have to side into those hand traps. Now we do have the room because we are playing like the copies of Crossout as well as the Horror stuff. You know, you might be able to side out the Horror stuff to put in the non-engine that you want to be playing, or cut down, maybe cutting down on your Brisk. You know, you definitely don't need it going second. Your Field Spell for the Horus cards, your set rotation, stuff like that. You know, definitely easy to put in those 5 side deck cards, but the problem is that do you want to dedicate so much of your extra deck, or your side deck space, to going second? Like we see the Lightning Storms in the side deck that it looks like they are putting in, but is that going to be enough to stop Melodious? Like if they're able to set up their full board with LG Aria, which is going to be played now. You know, LG is one of the better cards, especially with Tempai running around, and then multiple other cards being able to pop. At least at our locals, I know Raigeki and Dark Hole are actually being played significantly more. which personally I think that card's bullshit. Raigeki, it just feels super weird losing to like a Raigeki Pydra in 2024, but it is what it is. Tenpai is kind of a feeder deck, in the words of Dan. Shout out Dan. But we are going to be seeing Melodious going to be going first here, and we do see a Judgment in the hand as well. And a copy of Couplet. Couplet's going to be able to search for the copy of Concerto, and this is alongside one other Melodious monster going to be full board. Looks like they have the level 7 in hand as well. We're going to be seeing the Concerto activating its effects using the copy of LG alongside the Couplet. Then we're going to be going for a Baka, as well as Couplet's going to be able to put itself. And we get someone a copy of Refrain. Refrain can then add a copy of the Shapina or the copy here of the Couplet if we had a level 4 in the hand. So obviously not having the copy of Shapina in the hand already, which we're going to be needing it to normal sum. We're going to activate the effect using all three of those to go for a copy of Etoile. Then we're going to activate the effect of Concerto, as well as the Baka to be able to summon back out. And the Refrain, I suppose, as well. Putting it into the Spawn Trap cards, and we're going to draw a card, and then we're going to summon a copy of the Soprano here. We then get special summon with a copy of the Sonata, and we should add the LG back to the hand. We're going to go up into a Link 2. Link 2 is going to activate the effect discarding a copy of the level 7. That's very interesting. Going up into the copy of the Soprano alongside the Aria, which we cannot do because it's both the same levels here. So that is definitely a misplay. You have to do 2 different levels, which would have been very easy. We would just added back the copy of LG there with the Sonata in the first place. And then we could just go for... Like, we don't need to go for the Link. It doesn't actually like provide us anything. It gives us the Aria, but at that point, like, it's not going to do very much. And we do go up into the Shiberta. We do chain the Etoile there, which means Nib is not going to be able to summon because there's no monster stuff on the field. And then we just go into, we just pass turn and then we summon them back out with 2 sets here, which is quite nice. We're going to see the Gimmick field spell going to be activated there. And that's going to be met with most likely a Judgment. Yeah, we're definitely going to Judgment this, bringing our life points down to 4,000, making it so that if they do OTK, or be able to FTK us here, it's going to be quite easy, but we're going to be seeing a King Star going to be activating, or going to be placed. We're then going to activate the effect. And we do have to send for cost. Will this be hit with an Etoile, or are we just going to wait and start banishing them slowly off Shiberta here? We're going to see them discard the Nibiru. That's going to be fine, letting us send the copy of him steady. At this point, we definitely are not going to be bouncing that copy of the Kingstar because there's 0 reason. We should potentially banish that copy there of the Imsteady with the Shiberta. But we're going to be seeing them go battle phase. Attack into the copy of Etoile. Now we are going to chain the Etoile effect. And we do see a chain in response. A copy of Droplets. Sending Carasso alongside the Kingstark. Now, we're going to let that go through. Then we're going to be seeing the Imsteady beat over the copy of the Etoile. Etoile can then activate its effects to bring out the copy of Baka. And they are only on 1 card here. I feel like you want to keep that Kingstark on the field. We're going to be seeing the Baka going to be activating the effects, bringing out a copy of the Refrain. Refrain going to be able to bring out the copy of Concerto. Or the copy of Sonata. Okay. I guess it's search for a Couplet, but we're going to be seeing the Rouge Dog going to activate the effect, being the last card in the hand here, summoning out a copy of Little Puppet, our Little Soldiers here, and then we're going to be seeing Little Soldiers dump the copy of the Cattle. And then we go up into the copy of Machine X, and we do Judgment that. We did have a Judgment here. That's kind of crazy. We could have Judgmented the copy of Droplets. as well if we wanted to, but waiting for them to extend, leaving just that Rouge doll on the field, but down the 2,000 life points here. The game is essentially going to be to the Melodious player. We're going to be seeing the couplet, going to be searching for the concerto once again. We're going to be activating the concerto, putting the copy of refrain and the boccia, as well as the copy of the couplet to go for the étoile. Then we're going to be able to summon out back out the copy of the sonata. I feel like we should have gone for the bigger body there, but we're going to be seeing the étoile bounce back the Rouge doll, and we have another copy of sonata. This is going to be game on board with Gimmick Puppet end up losing here. You know, I don't know if essentially sending that copy of King Stark was going to be the play, but regardless, hoping you're watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, see more content like this. Stay safe. Peace.